take Byron Maxwell's place opposite Richard Sherman now in Seattle. So good for him, getting to play with that defense. Mike Iupati moving on to a division foe, the big guard who had some problems last year in pass protection, but he'll be out there. If all goes well, hopefully protecting Carson Palmer with the Arizona Cardinals. Which, you know what? For what it's worth, that team is going like that was unfortunate what happened to them last year. Bruce Arians, those guys having to play so many quarterbacks in order to just barely squeak
so
into the
many
playoffs.
Everything.
Right, just
they had to play.
But the quarterback position was at one point, if anytime you look up and Logan Thomas is in the game, yeah, bad things are gonna happen. Bad things are gonna happen, dude. And everyone knows it. Patrick Peterson talked about it. He was like during the Super Bowl, he was like, yeah, you got to be a professional, but on defense, you can't make no mistakes. Like everything got to be perfect for you to win a ball game when Logan Thomas is behind center. Yeah, that's real. But, it's the breaks, man. It's what it is. It's NFL football. And things like that happen, man. And luckily, or not luckily, fortunate for them, they end up making the playoffs. They had a shot, at least. But this year, Carson Palmer is, like, quote-unquote, ahead of schedule. I tweeted this the other day. Like, if everybody's ahead of schedule.
Can we change the schedule?
Right, exactly.
I saw that.
It's time to change the schedule. Right? To make that on schedule now. If everyone's ahead of schedule, like the schedule has changed. Let's go ahead and, like I say, ease it on back or move it on up or whatever you got to do.
But that's like the whole, when you see these guys undergo surgery or whatnot, like Derrick Rose. The first thing you see, Derrick Rose undergoes successful surgery. Like,
no one ever says, you know what, that surgery was effed up. Like, we got to cut and realize it was the wrong damn knee.
You screwed this up, Dr. Andrews.
Right. No one ever has no one ever reports unsuccessful surgery.
It was his left ACL, not his left testy, Dr. James Andrews.
Right.
You never hear that.
Derrick Rose now has one ball while playing ball. Uh-oh.
He might.
But here's the other thing about that dude. Like, and I meant to text Golf about this. There was a roadside vigil someone set up last week over the weekend for Derrick Rose. Like when somebody gets in a car accident.
Exactly.
I was like, what the hell happened? Is this real? Like somebody thought this was a good idea, but like they put like the candles up there. Like one of the candles had like Jordan on it, and the other one it was lightweight funny. It was like, because I'm an idiot, it was lightweight funny. But then like when I stopped being an idiot, I was like, this is idiotic. Like this dude is not dead by any matter of fact. He's richer than any dead dude and he's gonna be able to spend a lot of that money regardless of anything that happens from here forward. He said,
and he's ahead of schedule.
Yeah, and he says, I'm going to listen to my body. I was like, no, don't do that. It lies to you. Yours lies to you, dude, and tells you have to take it slow. And then you take it slow and you still blow out your meniscus. Yeah, all right, don't do that. Do the Russ. Like I say, Russ got his meniscus took out and was like, when he came back, he was like, yep, that's a basketball court, and this is what I do when I get on one. It was no easing me back in. Yeah, I'm about to dunk on somebody. First play if I can. Yeah, it's real talk. If it's going to go, it's going to go. But if you're not... if you decide that you're going to take it slow and go, that's when people start looking at you crazy if you're Derrick Rose. And we'll get into some of that more when we get into our NBA talk. Julius Thomas is now going to sign with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And bringing it back to the home front, again, I talked about this yesterday, Rob. Like, the Falcons have been mighty quiet. Like, they made a couple signings today, a couple linebacker signings today.
Quiet, man.
But it's like, for a team that was just there, like at that pinnacle, you would think, you got money. Go spend it. Let's run it. For a team that now has a brand new stadium in construction that you're going to be, trying to sell PSLs for and you want your fan base to be, excited about the team. What's this kid's name? Brooks, the kid from the Texans. I call him the poor man's Matthews. He got the long hair, kid from USC, I think, as well. Or is he from USC or he's from Oregon? He's from Oregon.
For the Falcons?
No, he plays for the Falcons now. They just signed him from the Texans.
The guy he just picked up with.
His name is Brooks, and the other kid's name is Durant from the Cowboys. Now Durant's an active dude. He got hurt last year, but he's a real active linebacker. Nice coverage guy, makes plays, causes turnovers, which the Falcons desperately need. But it just struck me yesterday when I was talking about this that they've been just kind of almost too quiet for me with all this. And the only reason I bring it up because I bring up Julius Thomas. I thought that would be a guy. That would definitely be a guy that could come in and help out. He's going to go play with Blaine Gabbert. Not Blaine Gabbert. Blake Bortles, excuse me. And see, oh boy, it almost came out. I'm holding it in. yeah, hold it in. Blake Bortles, which is a good look for him, obviously, because, you know, now he's got that security blanket, a nice young athletic tight end that can cause some mismatch problems, a guy who's not going to do nothing for you in the running game. He's not going to block a soul, but that ain't what you're paying him $9 million for. And I bring that up because here's one thing that I'm tired of. And this is the Sports Kings podcast with about 10 minutes to go in this first hour. We're being heard via Spreak.com. You can contact us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Sports Kings Live. We'll get this Facebook thing straightened out. You know, Rob's going to do his magic on that because I think I may have botched something.
Yeah, I go in to see what I can do, brother.
SportsKingsATL@gmail.com is the email if you want to holler at us via the email route. Now, Shannon Sharpe. Speaking of old players that can't, like, that dude needs an outlet. Maybe we can get like a third member of the Sports Kings that could be Shannon Sharpe, because we do need an influx of income into the into the product. So I'd be willing to, make make some sort of concession for one, because this dude, I don't know. Do you follow Shannon Sharpe on Twitter? Yeah, because this thing, I don't know if you've been paying attention to him though. Because this thing has been building for a while. Like, people start talking to Shannon, and then he'll get, like, an attitude or get, like, emotional about it. And it just turned to something else. So, Shannon did one of the things that one of my cardinal sins as a man. You stay out of another man's pocket. That's the one. You do that. Right? And talking about Julius Thomas, he says this dude gave up. He gave up on the Broncos. Shut up, Shannon. It's this time. And immediately he says that, and someone along my vein, well, actually the guy who wrote the article says, so the Broncos offered him less money than the Jaguars, and he quit on them. Okay. The Jaguars fans decided they was going to go in on Shannon. And I'm going to read you guys some of these tweets here. I don't know what is TM? Oh, no, this is him. Your team and fan base is the only thing pathetic. No. See, when you start reading people who they do the retweet, but then they add their tweet to the tweet, it's real crazy. So Shannon Sharpe this person called Shannon Sharpe pathetic. It's really pathetic. And then I think he comes back and says, your team and fan base is the only thing that's pathetic. Like, he just started going off immediately. It didn't even start off like as as some sort of amicable conversation that we're going to have about this. No, it started out like, yep, I'm going to do this to you right now. Take it up to, all right? All right. Then this person says, LMAO Shannon Sharpe is so salty. You're in great shape. The problem is it's a pair. He's just going off on these people like, you know what I mean? Like name calling off the rip. Shannon Sharpe is still salty from 1996, I see. Yeah, watching the Jags play. This is him now. Watching the Jags play. I never knew they had so many fans. Now they're starting to fire back. Why the long face, Shannon Sharpe? Oh, wait, you're a horse. He says he comes back. He comes back. This is Shannon now. Your wife didn't complain last night. Like, it starts getting real sophomore.
Wow.
It starts getting real like sixth grade. Right, exactly. It starts getting like real sixth grade real quick. Then he starts talking about like broads. I guess one of the chicks is a broad. He's like, you need to do some squats to get rid of that cellulite. # yuck.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's going off on people. I'm sorry your face hurt my eyes. We're even. Then he tells her, your lips are so big. Do you use spray-on chapstick? Yeah, it is the last one. He says, fan base so devout, you're playing 1 to 3 home games a year in London. Makes sense. Yeah. Shannon Sharpe needs an outlet. Because, like, one of the last times I heard him tweeting back and forth with somebody, they was talking about him getting, like, no wonder CBS fired you. And he was like, yeah, I'm the first one that's ever been fired from a gig. Yeah, but Shannon, you keep talking to these people as though you have.
It was them velvet suits. Them velvet suits got him fired.
Well, I don't know what it was. It's him and.
But no, but look.
They replaced him with Bart Scott, who. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So, didn't Shannon Sharp do the same thing to the same team, to the Broncos? Didn't he leave the Broncos and go to Baltimore and win a championship and then come back?
And then try to come back.
He did come back.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
what I'm saying. Then he went and did the same exact damn thing.
That's why I need these dudes to stop talking to me. Stop speaking immediately. Because no one, this dude didn't even make $1 million last year. He's making 9 now. But yeah, he quit on the Broncos. Yeah, it sounds like they quit on him first. We're not paying you, Julius. Find work elsewhere. Come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a break, man. That's like something that no human being, much less a man about another man, should ever say. Yeah, you're wrong for taking almost 10 times as much as you made last year. That's terrible. How could you do that? Yeah, go somewhere and bite your own junk off, cuz that's terrible. You're an idiot for that. Good God Almighty. We're heading towards the end of this first hour. We got about 4 minutes to go. I can get through a few more of these transactions as we go. Brian Hartline is no longer Miami Dolphin. He is going to be catching passes from who they just signed, the kid from Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay just cut. Not Brian Hoyer. He's with the Texans now. Josh McCown. He'll be catching passes, either him or Johnny Football if he ever get out of rehab. He's been in rehab for 6 weeks. He ain't even on that Tyrann.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't on that Tyrann Matthews. Remember Tyrann Matthews went for 2 weeks and he was like, I'm straight. Me and John Lucas worked it out. I'm back.
Because he was on fake pot.
Well,
he was on fake weed.
Well, that'll kill you too. That spikes will kill you too. Yeah, stop messing around with them white boys. Get you some authentic. Just what I heard. Yeah. Go
up to Seattle, get you some of that beast mode.
Exactly. I was trying to think about what you said the other day and I couldn't remember. Yeah. Going up there and get some of that beast mode.
Be straight.
Oh, Teddy Ginn Jr. is just holding on, boy. He back with the Panthers. He's like the last kick returner left. Like last year when I saw Josh Cribbs on somebody's football field, I was like, why has he got a job? Like, I ain't mad, but like, did he not get the memo that no one needs him?
But do you remember at one time in the league, John Cribbs was that dude? Like when he came
he was in Cleveland too, though. So they didn't have anybody else. It was like him and Peyton Hillis. So it's like, all right, whatever, Josh. You can be the face of the franchise.
Speaking of which, oh my God, that's another dude that just completely fell off the map.
Ooh, but he won me a fantasy championship that year. That 1 year that he went off, my man, him and Darren McFadden rode him to the championship.
And he completely just disappeared after that injury, and I mean, he was just never the same.
Yeah, and then he got some run with the Giants the last couple of years, but they just recently, a couple weeks ago, or a couple days ago, I think, cut him. Jerry Hughes, another guy. I thought the Falcons would be trying to go after Jerry Hughes, the pass rusher in Buffalo, the guy who plays opposite Super Mario. They chose not to, and he went back to Buffalo. So, I don't know what's. Oh, yeah, they're asking Perea Jerry to lose another 25 pounds. They're gonna kill that dude. They're going to make sure Perea Jerry dies. Because now they went from last year asking him to gain 25 to now losing it. Like, here would be the deal if I was him. Like, if that's the case, yeah, guess what, Atlanta Falcons? You hiring me a trainer and a dietitian. It ain't going to be on me. Come on. You can't just be asking the dude to drop 50 pounds in 2 years. That ain't good for your heart, like on some real. For a dude like that ain't good for your heart. To be, fluctuating weight like that. But...
yeah, players die after retirement from losing so much weight.
Yeah, you want your gig, though. You want your gig. We already talked about Devin McCourty. I talked about Jeremy Maclin last week going out there to Kansas City, who for whatever reason, everyone thinks it's the wide receiver's fault. They didn't catch no touchdowns. Yeah, Alex Smith is a bum. He is like, what is it that y'all call Matt Ryan? I was trying to remember. Yeah, it was like check down Charlie or something like that.
I don't call him.
Well, the people around here.
That's what they call him.
Yeah, that's what they call him. Yeah. Alex Smith is that guy. Boy, he's gonna dump it off to a running back before he do anything else. And now people getting costed money. It's gonna cost people money because Dwayne Bowe's about to get released tomorrow. He's gonna have to go sit down in front of somebody with his stats in hand. Like, yeah,
0 touchdowns.
I want a couple of $1 million. They're gonna look at him like, yeah, this is 0 right here. The point, the stat that counts points on the board. You got none, Dwayne. We'll give you 700,000. You'll like it.
But how amazing is that a professional team?
It's not, because that dude is terrible. He's terrible as hell.
I'm just saying not one touchdown by your receiving core the whole season.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Unbelievable.
We'll talk about it as we begin the second hour of the show. This is the Sports Kings podcast, as heard on Spreaker.com. Contact us via social media, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Sports Kings Live. We're also on the email at sportskingshtl@gmail.com. And like I said, we'll be right back with the second hour of the podcast.